Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Baron, and welcome back. So today we have a couple pretty interesting talking points, the first of which is tanks. That's right. So news came out today about a previous trade show and an upcoming trade show, and tanks came up in both of those, and we'll get to that. The first talking point, I guess, briefly, is I wanted to do a vlog, but I also wanted to have gameplay, so I guess this is a combination of what I normally do, which is gameplay and commentary over it. Live commentary or after action commentary, either or. This one is after action. And now we actually can use the face cam idea and basically put in a vlog. So let me know what you think about that. I think it's pretty good, especially when it comes time to more of like discussion topics as opposed to just gameplay. These will be occasional and normally when there's big current events going on. But the first question is regarding events. What you can see in the background is today's event, and it is the historical battle, the Battle of Korea, or rather Korea. And you can see me flying a MiG-15 BIS, and the reason I flew that was because when I joined I was actually surprised that the American queue was bigger, and generally I opt for shorter queues regardless of the matchups. And I actually expected more people to be playing the MiG-15 BIS, and this kind of is just proving my initial theory wrong, that most people will go straight for whichever nation has the highest tiered aircraft. And given that the Americans only have the A5 Sabre, which is tier 19, and the Russians have access to the MiG-15 and the MiG-15 BIS, I thought that more people would be playing Russian. However, part of it's kind of true in that what you can see here is almost everyone on the Russian team was MiG-15s. So it was pretty tough for the Americans in this specific game. This is the first time I played it, and after that I will probably opt for the Americans and maybe even try my hand as a bomber. There was a couple TBFs in this map. Pretty interesting, pretty ballsy move. Didn't really work out for him very well, and that isn't really that surprising. But so what do you guys think of the events? I, for one, am a big fan. Part of it is because that it's not really balanced, and it doesn't have to be. It just has to be historic. And as I've said previously, historic battles are not balanced probably 99% of the time, if not more. So it's kind of fun because on one side, generally, it'll differentiate itself based on what aircraft are flying. Like, you could have the option to have the best aircraft, but if everyone's not flying it, you'd be at a disadvantage. But generally, one team kind of has the advantage, and the other one's kind of the underdog, and I feel like that underdog challenge is a lot of fun. Granted, in this map, or in this case right now, as you're seeing in the background, that is not what happened for me. But we'll be popping in a P-51, because wouldn't that be pretty cool to shoot down some jets in a P-51? If you're a P-51 pilot and you've shot down multiple jets in that event, let me know how many you got, because that's pretty impressive. I think that'd be one of the cooler things to do. Other than that is just run the gauntlet with a bomber, but there's just not much of a chance with all if there's a lot of MiG-15s and not enough American fighters to challenge them. If so, you'll have a good day bombing. But a lot of it's kind of luck of the draw. Another kind of alluring feature of these events, if you can kind of just step aside from the whole I need absolutely balanced experience for me to enjoy this game, or enjoy this game mode rather. So let's get to the good stuff, and that is tanks. I remember when Gamescom was going on, I heard these rumors, and you know, whenever these kind of events take place, there are plenty of rumors, there's plenty of talk. We saw screenshots where people literally got their camera phones and snapped a picture of, it was the T-34 and the Panzer III that were kind of in the lineups, in the arcade lineups. However, it said not playable yet, or feature coming soon. So there wasn't anything like that. However, there was talk of this back room, or you know, this special experience where the dev team at Gaijin took a lot of reporters and showed them tank gameplay. And as you can see from the trailer, if you haven't already seen it, the link will be in the description. And it's on Gaijin's channel. If you haven't subscribed there, you're going to after this. But they basically confirmed that there was an actual back room where they showed off tank gameplay. So the rumors were true, and like they were so like cloak and dagger type stuff, like really cool, whatever. But that's actually what happened, which was surprising to me because I'd hoped for tank gameplay. We saw a really awesome trailer, and Frightened Fritz. You guys remember that? I think that's what I named him. The one guy that looked up when the battleship was getting bombed, the German battleship. That was pretty hilarious. And then we saw all those Sherman tanks, which were pretty cool. That cinematic was amazing. You know, up to this point, Gaijin had stayed true to basically putting gameplay footage, and that was really cool because you look at some of the competitors and their trailers are like not even close to representing what, I mean, in my opinion, some of them, I saw one where planes were like flying through a tunnel where there's a train going. Yeah, right. That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get that. Why would you even tease me with that? Plus, that's like, all right, that looks like a Michael Bay film right there. But up until Gamescom, Gaijin basically just hit a home run with that cinematic, the Heroes trailer. Goodness, that was amazing. But yeah, so there were tanks at Gamescom, and we found this out officially. Some people already knew, but they would never tell you because of contracts, NDAs, and stuff. But there actually was tanks at Gamescom, which is pretty cool, and we're getting more footage. The trailer has like, I think it's like 2 to 3 seconds of a T-34 kind of turning, and then I think, was it firing? I'm not really sure. It was so quick, and I wanted more of it. But then the big news is that IgroMir, which is the big Russian trade show, gaming trade show, is happening. I think it's October 3rd through 6th, which should be this week. I mean, that's a retarded answer right there. It is this week, and I think even going into this weekend. And they have confirmed, they being Gaijin, the developers of War Thunder, that there will be tank gameplay. You will get your hands on tanks. If any of you are going to IgroMir, let me know. And just let everyone know, because we're all dying to see tank gameplay. If you are going, or if you're going to be like me, checking the subreddit, checking the War Thunder forums, checking any and all internet sources, and you come across screenshots or video or YouTube links or any of that, there's a link in the video description where I have a thread posting where it's basically tank screenshots and speculation up to this point. And we've submitted, there's a lot of activity on there, but feel free to submit screenshots, or you basically, when people snap it on their phone, or if there's anything high professional or whatever, articles to interviews and stuff like that by like reporters and stuff like that, put links, pictures, videos, anything you can find in the forum posting, which is in the video description, because that's where I'll be putting all my findings, as well as up here on YouTube. So I think that almost wraps it up. However, there was an interesting question and an interesting counter argument that I don't entirely understand, so I wanted to get your guys' thoughts, opinion, and feedback on it. And that is World of Tanks versus War Thunder. A lot of people say that the two are going for different audiences. And my question is this: are they really? Are they really going for different audiences? That's like, oh, it'll be fine. Everyone can be friends. They're going for different audiences. And my simple point is this: I play and played World of Tanks because I want to play as a tank. Arguably, it's the only game of its kind currently, officially out right now. Thank you, tire screeching in the background. But then War Thunder tanks. If I want to play tanks, then I'm your audience. You are trying to get my attention. So is that really a decent argument to say that you're going for two different audiences, because they both will have a similar mode, you could say, although one of them has a couple more modes. So it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out. Anyway, I'm Baron, and as always, thank you for watching. And then it has the bedstead radio on the top of it in this really weird wireframe array. Pretty interesting stuff. So let's check out the 20mm KWK30. Alright, now we're going to hear the 37mm KWK36. And this gun was equipped on the Panzer III's, the variants A through G. So there was a lot of them operating this gun.